mention of your name, every knee must bow. Oh, unchangeable, reliable, only you can do what no man can do. Unchangeable, reliable, only you can do what no man can do. Everybody say unchangeable.
God bless you. God bless you. I want to welcome each and every one of us once again to today's live broadcast. You know, I'm a man who strictly depends on the grace of God. He said, by strength shall no man prevail. Anybody that said that he's doing everything by his power, that person is just wasting his time and trying to be ungrateful to God. It has been a miracle all the way, because if I check where I'm coming from, then I begin to see where I am right now. I know that I told us the other time, I'm an evidence of what the grace of God can do. He said you can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth you. For those of you out there watching, you can do far better than as I do by the grace of God. So it's a cause for a change in our society. So we are not going to give up the fight. We have to keep on trying to see the best we can. Please invite your friend. Without you pressing that button, invite, this thing cannot work. When the disciple of Jesus Christ asked Jesus, why is it that we have been praying this one would not work? He said this one would not go but without praying and fasting. So without you sharing this video, there is no way our word can be heard outside. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank God for the president and founder of the great movement. God Almighty will continue to guide him and give him the necessary wisdom. Without the wisdom from above, everybody, we are like an empty vessel. But when God's hands is involved, when Oluwa is involved, the sky will be your limit. Please just do us a favor by inviting. If Nigeria is great tomorrow, you are going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Let us not begin to look about what people are trying to acquire. At the end of the day, the person may not get there. So the most important thing that we have a photosynthesize. Please, that's the most important thing. If you look at the heading there, the topic of today, I said there is a sense. There is a sense why Africa must unite together to form a United States of Africa. In other words, to enable us to live together as one. Then it's hard time we begin to imitate people who have been able to arise and prepare their place well. If you look at it today, if you leave Nigeria, you go to Ghana. You have Naira in your pocket. You begin to conflict yourself in currency. All those things has a way. I want to announce to us, we just started our second semester today. Our second semester starts today. Second semester. So by the grace of God, from today, you are going to be hearing I'm on a different speed right now by the grace of God. So it's not all about those states alone. No. Right now, we want to begin to bring out solutions. What must we now do? A lot of prophecy have been given. We have to now work according to the word. If God sends his word forward, he will give you empowerment. Or he will also give an empowerment to go and fulfill that thing that he has picked. We are in our second semester today by the grace of God. So we are going to be letting ourselves know what is really the problem of Africa. Right now, we have OAU, Organization of Africa Unity, that was not changed to AU, African Union. Also, we have European Union. We are going to be looking about some certain, because the reason why Africa have failed is this, because they have a written protocols, they have a written aims and objective, they are not ready to work according to their aims and objective. And there is a sense where all this thing is affecting us. If Organization of African Unity was formed in 1963, it was formed in Addis Ababa in 1963. And we have not been seeing the effectiveness of that great body that is Africa now coming together. If you look at Europe today, if you travel from Spain or to Germany, is one currency. If you arrive in Italy, you don't need to go and begin to change your money. Say you want to change it to something else. They unanimously agree. There was a time Spain was using peseta. Other countries were using other currency. But they look at it, they need for us to join the European Union in order to enable us coexist so that there will be economic development. If you are living in Nigeria right now, that is not up to how many hours journey, you come across a different currency. Ghana cedis. From Naira right now, you have to change to Ghana cedis. As soon as you are leaving, you are leaving Ghana, you arrive at Niger, you have to change to CFA. Then you get there, you arrive Algeria, you have to change to Dirham. Then you arrive Morocco, you have to change to Dirham. So you begin to see that there is a sense where Africa must come together, or Africa must imitate those people that are ahead of them. We are beginning to hear a series of confession lately that in Britain, whether they acted it or not, but our advocacy is affecting lives. I want to advise as many people right now who feel that we all coming to social media today, a man paved way for this. Officer Clement Amigo Edegbe. He invited everyone to come on social media, not to come and be creating problems. Come on social media so that we create awareness and let our government know that the place we are right now is not a place where we're supposed to be. But people are now using social media to be constituting nuisance. That is what baffles me most. We can come out with series of things. How are we going? Africa is poor. It is during our time we get to make Africa to be great. Because our children cannot do this because they are not buffalo soldiers. God has given us wisdom. God has given us understanding. God has given us a retentive memory. Look at where we are coming from. Look at where we are right now. No power failure. No power failure. It is when you show negligence to pay your bill, only your flat will be disconnected. There is a life that we live here want to carry to Africa. So I want everybody who is coming on social media, whether you are not contesting as a politician or whatever, I want you to know, September last year, myself and my psychological father, mega comrade, Officer Clement Amigo Edegbe, we were in Brussels with our OC conflict to go and create awareness about what corruption has caused in Africa. But how many people still remember that today? That's why we should be able to know where we are coming from. It is very, very important. We were the one, the PFM started this protesting anti-corruption movement. Our first protest was done in the capital city of Italy, in Rome, in September. So it has not been too rosy all the way. So don't just come one morning and begin to criticize PFM. Nobody is perfect. Man is bound to make mistakes. When this rich man come across Jesus Christ, he said, perfect man, what can I do to enter into the kingdom of God? Jesus Christ said, he said, nobody that is perfect apart from my Father which is in heaven. Every man born of a woman that comes from the loins of Adam is a sinner and they know nothing. That is why I'm a man of grace. All what I do today, he said you can do all things through Christ. Without Christ strengthening you, there's no way you can do anything. One in Christ is bigger than a million. So let's always remember that. How Officer Clement Amigo Edegbe went to UK to go and protest in number 10 Downing Street, down of Theresa May's office. He was the one who gave everybody that orientation that you can do anything, you can insult them, you can tell them the truth, they cannot do you anything. But reverse is the case today. But I came to come and let us know whatever the devil might have planted in this scenario, it must go. I begin to understand that so many things are happening. It is not happening the way it's supposed to be because there are forces that is behind all this thing and they must go. They must go. They cannot go without you supporting. They cannot go without you joining in this advocacy for a better tomorrow. We are not talking about who is going to go to the sea. Right now, Nigerian city is polluted. Did you know if the youth go there, they will go and do water than the old cabals are doing? That is why we need to create this awareness from the bottom of our heart in order to enable us to achieve our aims and objectives. What are the aims and objectives? Why PFM set up People Freedom Movement, Officer Clement Amigo Edegbe, in order to enable you and I have a better life. But in search for that better life, how have we been able to ascertain to the better life? Then I want to be blowing our mind here. If you look at here, I went here for the people that didn't know. I'm here right now. I'm here. I'm broadcasting from here. I am from here. But the reason why I went here for the betterment of this place. If you are there listening, the reason why Officer Clement Amigo went here with myself and OC conflict and some other PFM counterpart, we went here why? To go and let this place know the situation we are facing. I came from here. Yes, my origin. Yes, where I came from. I'm broadcasting from here right now. Our mega comrade is from here. So you can see that we are using 4 countries together to achieve our goal. And it must be achieved if we unite together as one. When King David was admonishing the children of Israel, he talked about unity. Psalm 133. He said, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. We are talking about unity from the mind. We are not talking about uniform. Uniform is not unity. You can wear the same uniform and in mind you are not united. That is why today American is great. Why? Because it's called United States of America. I'm giving out this vision today from my base that a day is going to come. There is also going to be a United States of Africa. Martin Luther King was giving birth to the way I was giving birth to. He doesn't have two heads. If Martin Luther King prophesied and it come to pass, I'm here today, dining in the grace of God. Also lay my prophecy from this place on the 18th of April 2018. That a day is going to come. I have a dream that there's going to be United States of Africa. These are the things we need to have at the back of our mind in crying for hygiene and society. How can you live Nigeria? You'll be confronted with different kind of currency. Up to about 6 currency before you can be able to leave Africa. But here in Europe, anywhere you go, it's only Norway, Sweden, and some other country who are right now still using their normal krona. And a day will come, they will also join. Please invite your friend. Don't enjoy this thing alone. As it just is hot right now, invite your friend because I've come to social media to come and make a difference. I've come to come and tell that there are things that people can still do. For those of us that are insulting people in social media, if you are throwing out on people, try and be segregating them, because what I came to social media to come and do is not to come and make amends. It's not to come and put my reputable state in a state of faculty of difficulty of the acrobatic state. I have come to come and elevate that there are things people in diaspora can do rather than gossiping. That is just it. So after we finish today's topic, there is a sense why you must believe that really there is need for Africa to come together as one. Some of the elemental factor that is affecting Africa right now, the reason why Africa will remain where they are is because of this currency. We have to eradicate it. Africa need to come together as one. So that's an introduction to the topic of today. Please invite your friend. Without inviting your friend, it's not going to be possible. The Organization of African Unity, which is known as OAU, Organization of African Unity, was formed and declared on the 25th May 1963. That was when Organization of African Unity was formed. OAU, we were taught in our primary schools. At least if I didn't go to school, I can still remember this one vividly when I was in ABC. That was when I know about ECOWAS, Economic Committee of West Africa State, WHO, World Health Organization, we they use and sing those days. But I never know that it's something I'm going to be coming across again in life. I thought it was over. No, that this is just the beginning of the fight. Our advocacy right now is even more than a door. I'm telling you today, our advocacy right now is going to blow from now, this second semester. Whatever it will take to let the world know, to let us picture it to the world that look at the just cause that we are fighting. We are not here to come and be fighting anybody or fighting ourselves. We are here to come and eradicate corruption, oppression, police brutality away from our society. And that's what we stand for. This is really too much here. On the 25th of May 1963, the first African organization after independence, the Organization of African Unity, OAU, was formed in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Invite your friends. Don't be selfish, invite your friends. The organization was founded by 32 countries. A further 21 states have joined gradually over the years, with South Africa becoming the 53rd member on the 23 May 1994. South Africa was one first having problem of apartheid. Nigeria helped them to fight apartheid. That is why today South Africa is the one performing xenophobic act against Nigeria, because they are ungrateful elements. They don't know what they are doing. I've never seen any Italian people that come to Spain. Spain will be humiliating them. That's the reason why Africa must come together as one. There's going to be a United States of Africa. Whether they like it or not, it must be done. If it is not done, we are done. We need it. And that's the best way I feel right now we can be able to ascertain to that level that we want. It started operation in 13th September. The OAU was committed to helping bring about change and freedom to many African countries and restore dignity of African people. The 25th May and restore dignity of African people, now celebrated as African Day. If that day now was not celebrated as African Day, it marked the beginning of a guest for the unity of all continents in Africa. The unity of the continent, and for the political and economical emancipation of the people, as well as cooperation among them at its all historical meeting of the date of Africa Freedom Day was changed from April 15 to May 25 in 2002. The OAU was not changed on April 15 to May 25th in 2002. The OAU was dissolved and was replaced by the African Union. There was a reason why the OAU was dissolved, because the functions, it was no longer seeing the functions. The function was not really seen. Then it was dissolved. Then it now become the African Union. That's why today, if you look at European have their union, every member state they use one currency. Then if African leaders, they know what they are doing, right now they now say African Union, or more like the European Union, they should be charged of using one currency. The United States of Africa need to start from somewhere. They need to start from their currency. They need to start it from somewhere. That is why when anti-corruption movement is being opened, there are a lot you have to hear. Because the reason why we are not expecting too much viewers, they say the truth is bitter. Everybody wants to go to a platform where they are quarrel. At the end of the day, you will not be taught anything. Here you are, you can learn from here, from a primary school holder, you become a diploma. You can learn from here and become a diploma. I will transfer some certain grades from here, the grade that carry me. You will do more than what the graduate can do. If you make yourself available, God will make you available. Then the Rwanda president, right now, Paul, has officially taken over the new chairman of the African Union. The vote took place on Sunday during the Head of State and Government Summit held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Kagame took over at the 30th ordinary session of the Assembly of the Head of State and Government with the framework of the 30th AU Summit. The recent president right now of the African Union is the Rwanda president. The Rwanda president is the recent chairman or president or whatever as we talk right now. Now, the reason why I come with this topic, if you look at the EU today, the European Union, they are using one currency. They are using one currency. It is only Great Britain and some other country, because Great Britain know that a day is going to come, they are going to also switch away from the European Union. That's why they did not change their currency. There's already confession already. I guess the Spirit of God has visited them already. They are already apologizing somehow that they were sorry the reason why they invaded Africa. Ever since Britain, every country that Britain visited, they looted from. There have never been restoration. And that yoke must be broken. That yoke, it must be broken. And we must have to break that yoke. If we don't break that yoke, it cannot work. Right now, let me give us the vision. There was a vision and mission why this AU, African Union, was created. Without you knowing the mission, There's no way you can be able to get me clear vividly of what I'm talking about. The AU was formed with overall mission of speeding up integration in the continent in order to enable Africa to play its rightful role in the global economy, while sometimes addressing myriad of economic politics and social problems currently playing in their member states. The AU succeeded the Organization of African Unity. The AU, African Union, succeeded. They conquered the Organization of African Unity because which have failed due to multiple reasons. It failed because due to multiple reasons. All the same in the same Addis Ababa. But there is one thing, there is a sense right now which I'm feeling within me, that Africans, not until they do the right thing, there's no way we will leave the position where we are. I'm going to also be telling us some of the aims and the objectives. If you look at it today, they are fell away from their aims. They are not doing a different thing entirely. That's why they fold their hand against some country to be punishing their citizens, even when they are supposed to intrude, because there is no effectiveness in African Union just the way it is in the European Union. The AU is based on common vision of a united and a strong Africa. Right now, like the principle they're giving, like the mission and the vision of the AU was to create a united Africa. In what area? Ask yourself this question. In what area is Africa united today? Are they united in currency? If Africa is united, why would South Africa still be known for xenophobia when they were facing apartheid in 1994? It was Nigeria that came to their rescue. Why must they still practice that? That is to say, there was something that was wrong in them creating this very particular AU. There are so many ingredients they need to imply. There are so many things. I'm talking to right now, the present president of Rwanda, Paul. There is need for you as a chairman, the executive chairman of the AU. There is a sense why you must rise up. The reason why you must call all the African leaders to see how they are going to fight against this currency that is affecting us here and there. If you are living right in Nigeria right now, you are going to be coming across Ghana Cipher, Ghana cities. If you left there, you arrive at Niger, you are going to be facing Cipher. Then if you left Algeria, you begin to see each border they have their currency. All those things have a way of bringing down a continent. It has a way of bringing it down. If at all the countries still choose to live with their currency, at least out about the 54 states in Africa, if we can be able to get, let's start from 30. Let the West Africa come. Let the South African come. Let the North Africa. Let us join hands together to see how we can be able to magolify the reason why Africa was called AU, African Union. So you begin to find out that there are so many things that which we are doing. We intend to imitate people when what those people are doing, we cannot do it. The AU is based on the common vision of a united and a strong Africa, and on the need to build a partnership between government and all segments of civil society, in particular women, youth, and private sector, in order to strengthen the solidarity and cohesion among the people of Africa. It is a focus on promotion of peace and security and stability on the continent as it requested. Right now, as the promotion in Africa. I'm talking about the vision and the mission why the African Union was set up. Are they meeting up to it? And this is what others, our graduates, would have let us know by right now. So that if we are fighting, we know the reason why we are fighting. There are so many fights we are supposed to use social media to fight. There are a lot of people right now, they are knowing it for the very first time that there was a vision and a mission that the Organization of African Unity was trying to ascertain to. But have they been able to ascertain to anyone today? That is the question. He said, for the implementation of the development and integration agenda of the Union, ultimately the AU is built towards a great unity and solidarity between the African countries and its people. Today, like what I'm telling you right now, we're seeing it in Africa. And we see it in Africa. What happened to our people that was supposed to, that was going through the Libya? What happened there? Is there unity like that? African will be clean Africans? How many times have you ever seen that the Germans, they are waging war against the Spanish people because they are united? That is why we are calling for urgency 911. The reason why Africans must know their value, know their problem, and be able to channel it to where their problem is. Enough of all this arrogancy we see here and there. The people that you are expecting, they are going to come and join to cause a gene in our society, in Nigeria, in Africa as a whole. There is need for you and I. If you don't do it, nobody that is going to do it. There is no Messiah right now. A lot of people, they still work under the prima donna syndrome, even when they are tired. A country where a pensioner, a civil servant supposed to pension at the age of 65 years. Tell me, why would Buhari still be interested at the age of 75, according to what he told us, that he's still going to come back again? Okay, now, the pensioning age does not affect the president. When are we going to start living in a society where rule of law is taken at the full effect? And all these are the things we are supposed to know as a youth. A man that is supposed to be at the boarding gate right now. Buhari is supposed to be at the boarding gate. Why will still be insinuating, trying to inculcate it to us that there is need for us to vote him again? What you couldn't do this time, as you are getting old, your brain is malfunctioning. What are you looking for? If Nigerian constitution permits that every civil servant is supposed to be pensioned by 65 years or 70 years, why would Buhari be still come back again? Then you want to rule up to 80 years. Then there are so many youth right now who their life is no longer meaningful because the reason why they study. I like it right now the way our people are coming up to come and say, I want to rule. But one thing that we must have to do, we have to first of all bind ourselves together with a cord that can never be broken. If not, it's not going to work. There's need for us to have a meeting somewhere and let us unanimously bring out somebody who is going to stand for the whole youth. Because only you want a tree cannot make a forest. I'm urging everyone that is playing politics right now, make sure you call people freedom movement. There is need for us to associate ourselves together. That the best way we can be able to achieve that goal. If not, there is no way it can work because there is power in unity. There is power in accord. Uniform is not unity. Everybody is complaining Nigeria is bad. It is not everybody that can see. All the youth cannot still participate without you giving them money. That is why today, PFM has been a platform whereby we want to educate a lot of people who feel they know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. Right now, we all know the problem of Africa. What are we not supposed to do about it? This is the question we are supposed to have at the back of our mind. You must have to discover to recover. Without you knowing your problem, there is no way you can ever find a treatment to it. That is why when you go to the hospital, first and foremost in diaspora here, they don't just prescribe medicine for you. They need to first of all diagnose you to see whether you are going to be taking paracetamol or chlorophyrical. But in Africa, they prescribe any kind of medicine for you. That is why I'm dishing it out today from Spain, in Alicante, Torrevieja, that there is need for us to call for urgent unity. We have to call for it. It's a thing we must have to do if we want to achieve what we are looking for. The only movement that came with full force, who first of all went here to go and let the EU know, our mega comrade single-handedly went to number 10 Downing Street with Harry Best and Comrade Joe. They were there left and direct to tell Theresa May that you brought corruption to Africa, and he accepted it. He did not deny it. They know what they've done. They know all what they looted from Africa. If they can be able to they give us what they looted, I guess we can be able to start life with that. But how many people today who have been able to read that history? Let's give honor to honor is you. Nobody want to do it. There's no way it can work. You've done so. You don't just come and rip other people's work. I have labored for this advocacy. I have labored for it. If someone did not become anti-corruption person, I told myself to be it automatically. That is why right now, anywhere I go, you begin to see me, I begin to speak in tongues. That we doesn't need this thing. And really, we doesn't need it. The blood right now flows in me. We are not campaigning for anything. The most terrible thing here is, or the most disgusting thing here is this. PFM is not campaigning for presidency. But if you are there, you are working on the platform that we have set up. There is need for you to call PFM. There is need for you. There is a chance. Why we must have to first of all work on ourselves. And see the people that's going to go there. Officer Clemente Amigo right now, logically, it will be banned from coming to Edo State. It's all in discourse of this advocacy. So don't just think that PFM will wear this grant for you. You just go there, sit on it. No. Let's try and give honor to honor is due. I guess Officer Clemente Amigo deserve a medal award. He deserves it. So there is need for all the youth to come together. There is one thing saying it. Another thing, being able to execute the plan that you have. If you look at the African Union today, they have a very good plan. Habakkuk I say write the vision and make it plain. Africa was able to write the vision, but they make it plain. People that are supposed to read it and run with it, they are so myopic, they are unable to get to that scene. Apart from this Kaaba, there are Kaaba in Rwanda, there are Kaaba in Burundi, there are Kaaba everywhere. In Botswana, there are Kaaba, in Tanzania, there are Kaaba. It's not only in Nigeria. The people that are trying right now is the Rwandese. They are trying to make their economy to be great. The Tanzania, they are trying to make their country to be great also. So there is a sense whereby all the youth must come together. This, if we begin to cause division, this one going to come out, this one going to come out, it's not going to work. There is need for us to speak one voice. There is need for us to stand up and speak one voice. That's the best way we can be able. Okay, now you are contesting, I'm contesting with your vote for who? You carry 20% of the youth. I'm able to get 15% of the youth. The same Kaaba will still win it. So if you are coming out, don't underestimate anybody. Call the people that you know that have been advocating for a better tomorrow for Africans. All advocacy have not been based for only Nigerian alone. Have been based up to Botswana. I've talked about Botswana, I've talked about Mauritius, I've talked about so many African countries, I've talked about Kenya, I've talked about Gambia, I've talked about Egypt, I've talked about Malawi, I've talked about Sierra Leone, I've also talked about Somalia. Because I want us to get this clear picture that the reason why AU, African Union was formed, they are not meeting up to their expectation. Right now, let's begin to look at about the objective. We have been able to trace out the mission and the vision to promote what? Solidarity. Solidarity. To make sure that there is security and stability in the continent. To make sure that there is integration and solidarity among the African states. But today we are seeing it lesser. The thing is so myopic that we are not seeing it clearly. Because the vision was not well written. It was not well written. If it were to be well written by now, we would have gone to Addis Ababa. We would have gone to Addis Ababa. We need to go to Addis Ababa to go and let them know. Every person that is coming out as a president in Nigeria, we must have to visit Addis Ababa in Ethiopia to go and let them know, look at what right now we need in Africa. Nobody will do this. If we refuse to do it, we are done. Don't depend on me. Miracle will not solve this. Miracle will not solve this. Not even the churches you have in Nigeria. If you can go on your knee and pray by yourself, it will be better. Because that place, there's nothing to write home about it. Let me quickly straight the objective. The objective of African Union, the Article 3 of the Constitutive Act of the AU, provide the following objective of the African Union. The Article 3 of the Constitutive Act of the AU provide the following as the objective of the African Union. Number 1, to achieve greater unity and solidarity between Africa countries and the people of Africa. I'm talking about the objective. To achieve a greater unity. Is there unity today? Is there unity today? Do we have unity in Africa? Who can best tell me? I know there are so many graduates that are here who are coming to come and look for blunders. You want to see where they make it so that you use it to make your show. We are not after that right now. We are after how God is going to do. I tell us the story of David the other day. God is going to use ridiculous people to change his nation. The people that God is going to use is going to very sound funny to you. How come this person is not the one speaking? Whoever expects that the whole world will listen to an illiterate when he speaks. Nobody expected it. That is part of the we are right now. I'm telling you, we are now. We are in second semester, and it's going to be very glorious. You are going to be going to a realm you have never been before in your life. Even your so-called university lecturers who read books and give you a handout. I have so many handouts, I can't even say some. I never even knew that time some of the lecturers were just playing people. It was copyright, all of them were doing. How can you now know what you haven't experienced? I've been here in diaspora now for long. So I can be able to say so many things here. I've been here. I'm talking from here. I'm from here. Then you that be in one place. Your life has not been photosynthesized. How do you think you are going to be more eloquent than as I do? It's going to be impetus. Then number 2, to defend the sovereignty, territorial integrity and independence of its member state. Is African, are they defending their territory and the integrity of each member state? As Rwandese talked about the Boko Haram, the mass killing of Nigerian citizens, it has become a genocide. According to their aims and objectives, they said that nobody has the right to interfere in internal affairs of other African countries. Right now, Boko Haram Fulani herdsmen have been terrorizing Nigeria. What are the Rwandese doing? What are the Togolese? What are they doing? What are they doing? The Botswani, what are they doing? What are the Tanzanians doing? What are the people from Burundi, what are they doing about it? But they don't bloody care. They said they created this thing for unity. Perhaps they are deceiving us. There need for so many things is going to change. So many things is going to change. If Africa must be great, we must have to imitate America and Europe. We must have to imitate them. But first of all, initiating one currency. We have to start from somewhere. So that this looting they are looting will also be minimized. Then point number 3, to promote and defend African common position on issue of interest to the continent and his people. Right now, all what I'm saying, begin to ask yourself this question. Have you ever wanted to see any of these characteristics in the mind of the Africans towards themselves? Have you ever wanted to see? Have you seen it? You can see that we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. I wonder people who come on social media, you have a lot of things to know. You must have to discover to recover. Without you discovering, there is no way you can recover. That is why you must have to be a principal in order for you to fight principalities. For you to fight corruption, you have to be anti-corruption activist. And now became a born anti-corruption activist. It now flow in my brain. You have to make yourself available. You cannot just corruption is not what you fight with man. It's your ability to bring out some facts. Some factor that is affecting our society. I'm prophesying from here today. There must be a United States of Africa. Go and mark it. I was telling a friend of mine one day, this is no longer the time for Joseph. What have God done for you? What have he done for you? I want to hear a testimony from you. We are not talking about God of Sarah. I want to see a God of Newton. we want a close range. We are no longer. Martin Luther King was assassinated in 1968. It was assassinated, but it will come to pass. There's nothing bad, you that are literate, you that are eloquent, and a graduate, if your word also come to pass. Somebody singularly set up this movement that a lot of people are trying to kill today by night, even with Babalawo, Mamalawo, Sister Lawo, and all of that. I know you guys will not succeed. But one thing you can say yourself can never say is dream. You can stream our viewer. What you cannot, there's no way you can take what is here. It will go with me. It will go with me, and I'm going somewhere. I'm like a miracle that is going somewhere to go and happen. That's why in this second semester, I came with a different rain. Whether you like it or you take it. I can never be a talk show host. God forbid bad thing. I will come to talk on Teria. Instead of me to start talking about people, I talk about the creator of heaven and earth. We're going to unite Africa together for we to have a United States of Africa. America was built by the Americans. Africa should be built by the Africans. There's nothing bad about it. It's a goal that we must achieve. The recent president right now, Paul of Rwanda, I'm telling you, I'm sending this message to you. There's need for you to search out your aims and objectives. And the mission and the vision of you creating, changing from Organization of Africa Unity to now become African Union, AU, just like EU, European Union. You are going to be seeing differences. Invite your friends. Don't be selfish, invite your friends. Point number 4, to encourage international cooperation, taking due account of Charter of the United Nations and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Do we have human rights in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, where Fulani herdsmen are killing everybody? Have we been able to bring everybody to justice who are Fulani herdsmen? Why are Africans always interested putting down laws that nobody can even obey? That's why judiciary must be in full effect, whether they like it or not. I pray for the next president that's going to come. We have to start the sanity from somewhere. The sanitization of Africa must start from somewhere. And it is now. I choose to stand up today. And you are going to be hardly seeing me sitting down. You are going to be hardly seeing me this day sitting down. I mean business with all these things I'm doing. I mean business with it. Africa, the whole Africa needs to be magnified. If I even borrow the word by expressing it again in a geographical latitude, magnification of Africa, I'm also right. There is a sense why Africans must be able to live according to their aims and objectives. The point number 5, to promote democratic principle and institution, popular participation and good governance. Has Africa been able to promote a democratic principle and institution and a popular participation and a good governance? Do we have a good governance? Do we have it? I'm giving you right now the aims and the objective why the AU was formed. This is a constitution that is binding all Africa. On no account should any Africa supposed to, because it is a written constitution still. Leave aside this. But they left their aims and objectives, all what they are doing right now. They are doing different things entirely. What they are doing right now, they are doing different things entirely in what they are doing. I'm also going to be telling us the principle of establishment. I'm giving you right now the aims, the objective, why African Union was set up. Then you go and ask yourself this question when you go home. To coordinate and harmonize the policies between the existing and the future regional economic communities for the gradual attainment of the objectives of the Union. Do we have it? Do we have it? It's a question that as many African countries that are watching today go home and sleep with it. Find out their aims and their objectives, whether they are working according to their aims and objectives. To work with relevant international partners in the eradication of preventable diseases and the promotion of good health on the continent. If it is like that, why would Bill Gates come to Nigeria and spend $1.6 billion? When Africa has this constitution, why are they not working according to it? Why is Nigerian people stealing money, not going to Somalia to go and help them, people that are sick there? There's no way these people will not down damn debt. There is never a time. Nobody will stop anybody from swearing for these people. He said to work with relevant international partners to eradicate or preventable diseases and the promotion of good health. Is Nigeria promoting good health? Why is it that Nigeria today, the giant of Africa, does not have a standard hospital in Nigeria? Why is it? So what are the people doing there in the AU, in the African Union? You go there and share money. Why not Buhari be called to order? Buhari Nuwejenama, who are you stupid? Why are you flying to UK? Why not build hospital? Look at it. Foreigner will come and start treating cholera in your own country. Then the same you will thief money and go and buy. Your property in diaspora is even more than the biggest own if you want to check the assets. The property, they are so-called, our African leaders, they are properties. If you evaluate it, it is more than biggest own. Even they have the store money to come and build. How many private jets did Bigate have? Then you have that fucking Nigeria. A pastor will be having 4 private jets. Are you a airliner? You get transport health business. I wonder people, instead of you to channel your anger and insult some people, then you are here fighting an individual. At the end of the day, now people see the one way I not talk well today. They write unnecessary comment. Huh? You see, these are aims. They are aims. Why Africa was found? Let me quickly rush it. Let me give you the principle. Why the AU was established. The principle. The sovereign equality and independence among member states of the Union. To respect border existing on achievement of the independent. 3. A participation of African people in its activity of this union. The principle why this union was established. Then point 4. A peaceful resolution of conflict among member states of the union through such appropriate means as many decided upon the assembly. You begin to see that. I keep on telling us all the time, there are a lot we have not known. We are just living, a lot of us we are existing, all what we don't know. Our government don't tie road. Tying on road right now or even crying for lives not supposed to be a problem of a Nigerian. All Nigerian states, tying on road right now supposed to be a problem. If really we have leaders who have used their hair, who have not choose to put the country in a perpetual pain, who have not choose to put the country in a chaotic and aquatic state. They put us there and we are enjoying it. We are swimming in it. We are dining in it. If you guys want to die in this, I will not die there. Not in my work with Africa remain like this. I must try. Even though it not changed, I have spoken. Some of the things Nelson Mandela said, it was after his departure it happened. Some of the things the Nokorua of Ghana said, after his departure, that is when it happens. Some of the things the Martin Luther King said, after his departure, that not in my word, I must speak out. I must do my research in a proper order to make sure I cause a gene. Whether they do it or not, me I not send. I know a lot of people will say, Giyan Talowa. Assuming people that are saying Giyan Talowa, Italian law baby ni Jesus. Because what we are doing here, we are not playing. What we are trying to do is to make sure we cause change. Then point number 5, prohibition of the use of force or threat to use force among member states of the union. I'm talking about some of the principles. It said prohibition of the use of force or threat to use force among member states of the union. Why is South Africa performing xenophobia to Nigeria if really they are working according to their constitution? So you see that every country needs to come out. We need to work according to our law. If not, it's not going to work. The African Union, they have a recent constitution. They don't want to work with it. They work with whatever thing that comes from their head. That's why we are waking them up right now. The reason why they must go to their book. and check what they have written. What was signed in 2002 in Addis Ababa when OAU was wiped up and said we are not promoted African Union. They need for us to do what we are saying. A very big need. We must have to do it. No interference by any member state in internal affairs. He said they shouldn't interfere. They shouldn't interfere in any member state, anything concerning internal affairs. Like right now, the killing of the Fulani herdsmen, when they started gradually, they are not supposed to interfere. But the issue of Boko Haram has now become a genocide. They are supposed to interfere. Why are they not interfering? Because why? They know where they meet. When they close from Addis Ababa, they will go to one club in Addis Ababa and do ultra meeting. That's what they do. Because they believe on soconization. The right of the union to intervene of a member state pursuant to a decision of the assembly in respect of a grave circumstances, namely war, crime, genocide, and criminal against humanity. The only way they can intervene, it is when there is war, a grave circumstances. A circumstances that has volume. That's when they're supposed to interfere. So you can see that a lot of things that is happening in Africa, we don't do things according to what we have in the book. We do things according to how it comes from our mind. That's how we do it. Peaceful coexistence of the member state and their right to live in a peaceful society. I'm giving you the principle right now. The right of the member state to request intervention from the union in order to restore peace and security. Promotion of self-reliance within the framework of the union. You have to promote self-reliance. You have to promote it, your own self. That is to say, they have limits, they can interfere in the country. But have you ever one day heard, apart from the United Nations, that the AU, African Union, they solve anything? Were they aware of what will happen in Libya? What did they say about it? When the Libyans were killing all other African countries, what did they say about it? What did they say about it? Did they mention anything about that? Here you bring out your fucking principles, your aims and objectives that you guys are not even ready to work with. All these are the African mentality, prima donna syndrome. They don't work it out. They don't want to listen to what they have written down. Promotion of gender equality. There should be promotion. The same right you have is what women have. The principle. Respect for democratic principle, human rights, the rule of law, and good governance. I'm talking about the principle. Promotion of social justice to ensure balanced economic development. The promotion of social justice to ensure balance for the economic development. Respect for sanctity of human life. Condemnation and rejection of impunity and political assassination act of terrorism and survive activities. Then the last point, condemnation and rejection of unconstitutional charge of government. Where are the graduates? Let them come. Where are the graduates? The people they are very boastful. Say, by strength shall no man prevail. Without God say it is not by power nor by might, by the Spirit said the Lord of hosts. Give me a latitude as we just right now. I want to be explaining to you the meaning of this flag. This tie is about 12, European Union flag. The European flag features a circle of 12 golden stars on a blue background that stand for ideas of unity, solidarity, and harmony among the people of the Europe. Oh, what the European? If you watch it today, they are doing according to what they write it down. They don't do outside it. They do according to it. They are very, very, they work together. Even the Edos, they are fighting themselves. Friends and friends. Okay, now, how can you individual, you are fighting each other? How are the whole state in Nigeria going to come together? I tell you people, when God gives vision, even to even believe that the vision is going to come to pass is difficult because of you, because of some people bad head. You would think that it's going to be impossible. Then I want to be letting us know the reason why the EU was created. There was a reason why the European Union was created. The EU was created in the wake up of Second World War in order to foster economic cooperation. In order they do something accordingly. And to prevent further conflict between the European countries. They really stop up. They don't fight again. Ever since the Second World War, there was need for France, Belgium, and some other country to come together. This thing that have been happening, there need for us to put an end to it. They now form what? A European Union. A European Union. In our form, He's in this place. A lot of graduates are not yet there. He's in this place. It's a pity. The union traced its origin back to the Europe Coal and Steel Community, which was established in 1951 as a way to integrate coal and steel industry. In 1958, precisely, the European Community, Economic Community, which is EEC, European Economic Community, was formed in a bid to improve cooperation between the Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, the Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. They were the people that come together. We need to form the European Union. If there's any way I can just decamp from being a Edo State, because a lot of people there, you cannot coexist with them. Even when you don't even need problem, they will use and find you recharge. I pray that God will give everyone the grace to be able to overcome all this trash here and there. The EEC changed its name to the European Union. Before, it was called the European Economic Community, that is EEC. Then the EEC later changed its name to become European Union. The EU in 1993 to reflect its growing involvement in policy areas such as development and aid and the environment. Then right now, I want to tell us the real meaning of the EU. The European Union is an economic and political partnership between 28 member countries that cover all the Europe. The European Union is an economic and political partnership. Economic and political partnership between 28 members countries that cover much of the Europe. The EU was created a single currency, the euro. Look at it. They created a single currency. And a day is going to come. Africa will also create a single currency. That is the best way we can be able to ascertain and live an hygiene society in Africa. Those are some of the prerequisites we need to do. It's a thing we must have to do. And it has also built a market for goods and services that spans European countries with more than 500 million citizens. EU citizens are allowed to move freely. 500 million citizens are allowed to move freely. Without saying, you are coming from Germany, bring your passport, let me stamp you into Spain. You move freely. May God help us. At times, if I begin to do my normal advocacy like this, at times I get tired. Do you know the reason why I get tired? I get tired because I don't know where Africa is going to start from. A lot of nonsense. A lot of things are not going well. A lot. I pray that God will help us in Jesus' name. More than 500 million citizens, EU citizens, are allowed to move freely between the member states and can live and work wherever they want in within the Europe. If you have a Spanish passport, you can go to Germany and work. Freely, without no conversation. You go there, you go and work. That's why a lot of people that were here in Spain, that were there in Holland, they all migrated. That's why migration is not going to stop. They all migrated from here to UK. Do you know what permits them to work? Because they have a unified passport that will permit them to work in anywhere. You can go anywhere in Europe with it. You don't need visa. For those of you out there, you're not tired. Common a Nigerian passport. Whether I go down the enter now, no. You know the enter Algeria. Nigerian passport, you know the enter Algeria. I guess most graduates should know this. Nigerian passport, not the enter Algeria. They only allow Guinea passport and the rest. When we are coming, we have to go and do Guinea passport. To be an Arab name, I was called Mamadou Isau. That was how I was able to cross Algeria. Nigerian passport does not enter there. If you are caught with it, you are not legal, you'll be deported. You can feel that we have a lot of things to do. If we don't do it, nobody is going to do it. And if we refuse to do it, we are done. The union founding principle known as the Four Freedom Guarantee. The Four Freedom Movement of people, goods, services, and capital. Let's quickly look at the objective. The EU also have their objective. It is the promotion of peace and the well-being of the union citizens. If you look at it today, anywhere Spanish police, they find out that you are beating the Germans, immediately they will radio their embassy will respond on time. Can't come our embassy for here that your citizen is dying. They will not even respond. All they do is to make sure that they give you more problem. They don't respond. And they are supposed to be using the same aim, the same objective. That's what they are supposed to be using. An area of freedom, security, and just without eternal frontier. They don't get eternal frontier. Say you must want cross border. If you are going right now, you are leaving France to Belgium. There's no border control. No border control. You just go freely. You don't drive enter. Because they are one. They are one. They believe in this togetherness that King David talked about in the book of Psalms. The white people are the one reading Bibles. Africa, they don't read Bible. The reason why they read Bible or become a pastor overnight is because they know that they are attractive from people. Let it not be that all pastors you'll be paying 10 million to the federal government of Nigeria. As how many souls you save, you will pay money for it. Let's see how many pastors is going to remain. If they are not there enriching themselves. They are there because of they are making money from it. Let tithe and offering stop away from all churches. And let know who God calls. Who pay me for all this I'm doing? This thing have affected people. There are testimony everywhere. But I will not come and tell you if you don't give testimony, you will die. But I know there are testimony. Because I believe on what God is doing using PFM to do. So let's have that. Then a sustainable development based on the balance of economic growth and social justice. EU. Now God will bless you. I'm talking about this place. A social market economy highly competitive and aiming of full employment and social progress. A freestyle market. Very, very free. Very, very a freestyle market. That's the objective. Then let's quickly talk about the country right now that is currently in the EU. I know the UK, the United Kingdom, they said they are going to leave. We are waiting for how they are going to leave now. Whether they go from there, bring all money with them for Africa, they must return it. Iama return. Hey, the UK, they must return all what they stole from Africa. They are the cause of this poverty today that we are facing. They are the cause. They cannot deny it. They are the one that put us in this abject poverty. They enter all African countries and they looted everything. And our political bad leader, they are still stealing our money, putting in there. The United Kingdom, Denmark, Ireland joined the EU, which was initially made up of the 6 founding countries. Initially, the six founding country that made the EU was the Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. That was the six founding country. Then the UK, the Denmark, and the Ireland joined the EU, which was initially made up of the six founding countries in 1973. Greece, then Spain, and Portugal joined later, followed by the Western Europe countries. Places like Australia, Austria, Sweden, and Finland in 1995. Then the Czech Republic, the Estonia, the Cyprus, the Latvia, the Lithuania, the Hungary, the Malta, the Poland, the Slovakia, and the Slovenia joined the EU in 2004. The Czech Republic, the Estonia, the Cyprus, the Latvia, the Lithuania, the Hungary, the Malta, the Poland, the Slovakia, the Slovenia joined the EU in 2004. And the Western Europe country like Bulgaria, Romania become the EU member in 2017. It was not the very day they joined the EU, they began to use one currency, but there was this the spirit of coexistence among them before they later realized, no, Spanish, you need to throw away your peseta. It's no longer worthful. Come together and let's use one currency. I think it was initiated. I came in 2003. I think it was abolished as about, let's say, 2000. For the people that were here, I think 2002, it will be 2002 precisely. Because when I came in 2003, they've already started using euros. That was how it was abolished. Says, man, you need to throw it off. They throw it off today. It's one currency. You can hold euro in your pocket, tour the whole around Europe, without you having a conflict of changing currency. Apart from these other people right now, the Denmark, the Swedish, and some other people in the Scandinavian countries who still choose to remain with their krona or whatever. If Britain had changed their pants, maybe these people, they would have imitated them. But being that the Britain refused, and they hurry come, they want to see hurry come on because they know what they are doing. British, they don't want to be in the place they cannot be looting. They are the most best looter in the world. They are the Britain. They are very benevolent in looting. Because they are not finding it funny. They are not finding it easy. That is why they are leaving European Union. Waiting they pursue them, they go. Can the tree make a forest? What is not pursuing what is pursuing them? Then the Eastern Europe countries like Bulgaria, Romania become the EU member in 2007. I was already here in Spain. Even one of my friend Lubo was from Bulgaria. He was very happy that the country finally joined the European Union. It took them time before they could permit Romania and the Bulgarians. In 2007, and the Croatia was the last country to join in 2013. The EU has promised to re-energize Turkey by to join the EU as a part of a deal. The migrant crisis, Turkey first appealed to join in 1987. There is a delimitation there. Then, let's quickly look about the country right now that have the euros. The single currency has been adopted by 19 of the European countries. The single currency euro has been adopted by the 19 the EU member states. And the euro is used more than 330 million people use it every day. More than 330 million people use euro every day. our euro here, we don't enter Africa, where they go to store for where? Oh, God is going to send missile from heaven. It will land wherever they are storing Nigeria as well. If they are storing it in the cove, we will never be well with them. Wherever they are storing our wealth, that is making our people to die there in the sea. Wherever they are storing our wealth, that is making us to walk like elephant and begin to eat like rat. I prophesy with my two legs standing. The fire of God, that same angel that roll away stone, that roll away the stone in the book of Matthew 28, away from the grave of Jesus, we fall on that grave in the mighty name of Jesus. Wherever they are keeping that money. Wherever they are keeping that money, it will never be well with them. Their generation will pay for it. They will pay for it. Because if you look at the stagnancy today in Africa, it was caused by our political leaders. All African countries, they are well to do with natural resources. Why is it that there is no still country that is developed? If the people that were colonized by the Francophone, if they are sick, you see them go to Paris. If the people that were colonized by the Portuguese, if they are sick, you see them go to Lisboa. If the people that was colonized by the so-called fucking Britain, if they are sick, you see them go to Britain for treatment. E.g., a practical example is Muhammadu Buhari. An old man who refused to leave the throne like Uzziah. If God be God, what the book of Isaiah said, Isaiah chapter 6 verse 1, he said the day Uzziah died, Isaiah saw the Lord. That throne is not for you. It's enough time for you to retire. It's time for Nigeria to begin to work according to their constitution. A civil servant in Nigeria is supposed to be retired at the age of 60 years, 60 something years, 65 years precisely. Why is Buhari still contesting? Coming back in 2019, when he's 75 years old of age. What a trash is that? That one can cause an economic imbalance. That is enough to put a country in a state of resonantia magnetica. That is enough to put a state in a state of Lodiba. That is enough to cause a state of political demagogue. A old man who's supposed to be at the boarding gate right now. It is now Buhari want to start checking in. Buhari is supposed to be at the boarding gate right now, waiting for a flight to come, Boeing 747, that's going to land him in anywhere. If right now you want to start taking boarding pass, then you want to keep on using us for ritual. Enough of all this nonsense. You people must have to leave. The youth need to come back 2019 and take that throne. That throne is made for Uzziah. Uzziah must go. Uzziah need to go. They need to go. Whether they like it or not. If we refuse to do this at this time, there is no longer enough opportunity again. I know movement that have done what PFM have done worldwide. Nobody. Despite the fact that a lot of things are happening right now that is not supposed. All those are all sentimental bullshit. The UK, the Denmark, the Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, the Croatia, the Lithuania, the Hungary, the Poland, the Romania, and the Sweden do not have the euro. They are not using the euro right now. The Denmark, the Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, the Croatia, the Lithuania, the Hungary, the Poland, the Romania, they are not using the euro right now. In addition, of the 22 of the EU member states also belong to the Schengen nations. The Schengen area, which is made up of the European countries that have abolished passport control in their common border. In addition of the 22 members of the EU state, they were able to abolish passport control in the Schengen area, which is made up of the European countries that have abolished passport control in their border. If the people that were colonized by the Belgians, if they are sick, they go there in Brussels to go and take treatment. Wake Africa cannot see account of one reliable hospital. The people that was colonized by Spain, if they are sick, they come to Spain for treatment. But here we are. There's a risky constitution that is guiding. How many times have you ever seen that a president of Spain will be? You don't even know when they are sick. Africa, they are very, very happy. Happy to announce that they are going on a sick leave. For 3 months, you will abandon your country. Go to another person's country who colonized you. Nigeria is only the nation who we are giving birth to, who refuse to realize there is need for him to start chewing bone right now. This is not the time to suck milk. You have to chew bone. What is the difference between the throne of Theresa May and Buhari? What is the difference? Is both of them not leader? What is the difference between Muhammadu Buhari and Emmanuel Macron of France? What is the difference? Is two of them not president? What is the difference between Buhari and Angela Merkel of Germany? What is the difference? Can anybody tell me? And what is the difference between Rajoy, Mariano Rajoy of Spain and Buhari? Are they all not president? You can see that we have a lot of work to do. Let's stop constituting nuisance. Let us face our problem and find a way we have to solve it. There is no an individual that will be sent by God. I know if you despise your Moses, you are going to die there in Egypt. This Moses. This is an era Moses right now is calling on people. This was the same thing that happened in the time of Noah in the book of Genesis. When God told Noah, build an ark for me, Noah was telling them, they need for you to have a change of heart. A lot of people were criticizing Noah. A time came. Say, I'm coming to come and again wipe up the earth with water. They did not believe Noah. That's why today, for those of us that want to walk in the midst of the ridiculous, you must get your miracle. You must not have to stop depriving your Moses. If you despise Moses, you will die in Egypt. If you despise your Joseph, there is nobody that's going to interpret your dream. You need someone else to interpret your dream. That's why he came to a time in the land of the Egypt. Pharaoh has a dream and all the soothsayers, they couldn't see anything. Because it was the actual appointed time for God to show to Joseph, I was the one that revealed to you that you are going to be greater than your brothers. And the actual time have come for me to manifest it. Pharaoh had a dream. Even his soothsayers, they couldn't interpret it. And they need to call on Joseph from the prison. From a prisoner, he became a prime minister. That's why today, as many who does not believe in ridiculous, don't expect a miracle. I told us the other time, God uses the foolishness of this world to confound the wise. The people that are going to make Africa to be great are these people you people commonize. Are these people you people say that doesn't know anything? If you watch how Jesus Christ, all the miracle is performed, it was ridiculous with that woman with the issue of blood to take a decision and say, if only I can touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. It was very, very ridiculous. Very, very funny. Something laughable. A lot of people right now, you will hear one day say, Newton, you are Bitcoin, Brussels, come. You will be taking a murder arrest. Something that will happen. Each will remember this thing I'm doing. Whether you like it or each will remember. Delete the video. Each will remember this thing you are seeing as a place. So, this was how Martin Luther King started. He was gathering people. The human right that we have today, that Africa could not even embrace with their full heart. They are still killing themselves. How many times have you seen people from the Italians? They go to Germany and they were humiliated and they were killed and the xenophobia in their life. It does not happen because they know they have a written constitution in the European Union. What affects one affects all. But in Africa, it is not so. Reverse is the case. They doesn't believe on their written oath. That's why for those of us in diaspora, we are speaking from here. Not because of our personal selfish reason. We are trying to open your understanding to enable you know that where we are supposed to be is not where we are right now. There's need for us to go to the other side. That is why when Peter could toil all the night in the sea, he caught no fish. He was tying up his net. Jesus Christ come across him. Peter, what are you doing? He said, Jesus, I'm packing to leave because I caught no fish. He said, Jesus, you are telling me to cast up my net. It is because you are not a shekri man. I know when fish do come, I'll be doing these things, my profession. It was ridiculous for Peter, for fish to be inside the sea as at that time. He said, Jesus, according to thy word, I will cast up the net. And Peter cast up the net. He caught with that he haven't caught before in his life. And you are going to get a breaking miracle. A miracle that breaks the net. Well, what Peter encountered. Because he waited, he gave up upon himself. For those of you that believe on this advocacy, something good must come out. Despite Jesus Christ was humiliated in Nazareth, he couldn't perform any miracle. They chased him away. Who are you? You are not from the political Kaaba family. Who are you to pray for? He ran away. But behold, they begin to hear that that son of a carpenter is respected somewhere. Nigeria is going to get a net-breaking miracle. The youth is going to get a net-breaking miracle. But one thing I have to tell us is this. We need to come together as one. By trends, by that no man prevail. He said, one will chase 1,000. And two will chase 10,000. Even algebraic equation cannot even multiply that. If one chases 1,000 and two is chasing 10,000, that is divine multiplication. Not even algebraic equation. Not the people solving by further mathematics can multiply that. That is the spiritual multiplication of it togetherness. Spiritual multiplication. That's what I told you before. If I say Africa is going to be magnified, there is a sense which I say that. I can even borrow the word magnification of Africa. Africa must come together as one, whether you like it or not. The changes of Africa must come. So the reason why we must come together as one. The European Union, they value themselves. They don't. We are not in a civilized world. They no longer confront currencies. If you are leaving Nigeria to Ghana, what you call Ghana cedis, you change and put for point before you know your flight that is taking up to Algeria. If you got there again, you have to change another money. All those nonsense must have to stop. There's need for a united Africa. I'm giving this prophecy today. It must happen. It's a thing that must happen. This is not a revelation from all those fools who are rich people who talk about 1 billion naira in the church. We are not talking about right now. We are not talking about you being rich. We are talking about how the whole world, the whole Africa, must be able to be unified. Their need for unity. Right now, we are facing another different colony from the Chinese. Different colony. The Chinese people, they are opening up a company, they pack their workers. They must make sure they put a state there because their country right now is overpopulated. We embrace all kind of things. Let's begin to value what we have. Let's value the engineers we have. Let's value the doctors that we have instead of running out there. The same doctor, the same African doctor in Europe, the same African doctor in diaspora is the one teaching their president. How now come you will be sick? You want Oyibo to touch you. African badly don't know what they are doing. They don't want to do what is right. How will Nigeria, with so much resources, don't have a hospital? Don't have a hospital. You will still be sick. You go to other European countries to go and take treatment. Why the presidential jail to be packed? Money, taxpayers' money will be lavishing there. Because you were impregnated by a mechanism. The same spermatozoa that your father released into your mother's womb, that works from other people. Then why do you think you are more superior than every other people right now that is dying in the Mediterranean Sea? Enough is enough. African Union need to stand up and work according to their aims and their objective and the vision why African Union were set up and OAU were abolished. We need to value ourselves. We need to value ourselves. If we refuse to do this, we are done. That is why all the youth, the area of soconization, leave it apart. The area of prima donna syndrome, leave it apart. The area of practicing legislative rascality, leave it apart. The need for you and I to speak one voice. He said 1 will chase 1,000. 2 will chase 10,000. Look at the multiplication. No equation that can solve that. That is a divine equation. God telling us the meaning and the reason why we must come together as one. We must come together as one. Whether you are Isan, you are Igbo, you are Brafa, ni this, ni Fu, ni Fa, we must come together. Junto podemos. Junto podemos. Unity we can. With unity we can do it. That nothing is going to make Africa to be great without Africa coming together to unite together. First and foremost, we have to abolish that currency defect. That currency, it need to be abolished. Africa need to come out with one currency, just like the way Euro is. Tell me why the European country, why did they not be great? When they work according to their constitution. No constitution is existing in Africa. If you read Tanzania, it's the same thing. If you read Egypt, it's the same thing. If you read Gabon, read Kenya, read Lesotho, read Malawi, read Malato, read Sierra Leone, Somalia. Everything, you find the same administration in everywhere. Read Morocco, read Burundi. Go to Morocco here also. Mohamed VI is treating his people as the Moroccans. They are passing through here also. Africa, they are very good in treating by their citizens. Very, very good at it. They don't have human sympathy. What we are enjoying here, can we enjoy it in Africa? If you were to be in Nigeria, so you don't hear say light off. Go on generator. Constant light. 365 days of light, you will have it. It is now Nigeria is still crying, reading budget for light. Though right now we are still crying, government Taiwan road, we will be very happy. Primitiveness and lack of civilization and digitalization. Road is no longer a problem here. Light is no longer a problem here. Social benefit. Common bread, if they increase them for here, the government will tell them why does it increase? Common bread increase with 5 cents. You will see you will see people outside protesting. Why will you even increase bread? But our own we inflate fuel even when we have it. What can we produce in Africa still? What can we produce? Who are the people today that are still taking care of our oil, drawing our oil? Is it our engineers? Or we are still believing on Texaco? Is that what we still believe on? Who are the refinery right now that refine our oil? Who is the minister for petroleum right now? Who is not bringing that money that comes from that sector in order to develop the country? A country where people pay tax, no light, no water, no good roads, no basic amenities, no good health, nothing. Then you want me not to speak? I must speak. This is another way of preaching the gospel. We don't believe in tithe and offering. What makes me happy is for you to live good life. I'm not talking about my personal self here. I'm talking about the regeneration of Africa. The reason why there must be a change in our politics. The reason why we must live a complete metamorphosis a community. And live a photosynthesized environment. The reason why our state must live a state where it is right now, live this a state of humanism. / where we are. We need to live here. State of dilemma is even better. Coma is even better than where we is right now. If we refuse to do this, nobody can do it If we cannot do it, we are done. Let the youth come together as one. If we continue like this one is campaign, this one is campaign, there needs for us to meet together as one. All the activists, forget whatever grievances, let's come together. Come and tell us what you can give up. Come, this is not the time of graduate or no graduate. David was a catapult, but he was made a king. We are talking about grace. That we are in the era of grace. Unmerited favor. Say, I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me. I'm waiting for a day somebody will come in debate. You are done. If you dare try it, you come in debate. You are done. But I don't know Boko, but you are done. Area where I go for pass, hook you. You will regret why you come to that debate that day. You better hold your exam you are preparing. Just allow the sleeping dog to lie. Otherwise, don't try it. Don't just try it at all. Hey, David, don't work with Goliath. Is there? He killed her hands down. No shaking. So please, viewers, make sure you share the video as already discussed. I'm going to be ending it here. We are going to be seeing again by the grace of God. We just started our second semester today. Today being on the 18th of April 2018. Second semester just started. Please always tune in, invite your friends anytime and share our video. And don't fail to like our page. You are our power. You are our encouragement. Without you, this advocacy will not be possible. Don't think I'm talking here today is by your strength. If nobody right now is viewing, I cannot be talking to myself. I'll become an empty vessel made the largest known. You are my happiness. You that is just there in the platform right now. You that share that video. You that like our page. Don't let nobody bamboozle you. Without you, it can never be done. He said I can only chase 1,000. With you, coming together with me, we will chase 10,000. That is to say, a tree cannot make a forest. It's only a fool that will say, it is only my hand that you to killing this bear. Together, we are going to make it together. Don't let nobody humiliate you. You are important as a viewer. Please, let's stop misbehaving. And do those things that are needful. Without you, I'm nobody. I'm telling you right now. Confessing it from my mind. I'm a very sincere person. Without you, no Comrade Newton. Forget about it. Without you, no. You energize me to go for more research. You energize me. I thank you for your encouragement. I prophesy from here. Anywhere you go that you will fail, this time around, you will go and you will succeed. Just like our page. Like our page. And follow us up. We will achieve it. Martin Luther King started from somewhere. The crowd Martin Luther King was having was not up to about 10 million. There was not even Facebook. It was not recorded. But some of the things they cared. That's why anytime we look back, we can do far better than. He said we can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth us. Together we are going to make it. Together we will get there. So don't let anybody bamboozle you. Don't let anybody begin to talk to you anyhow. You are important in this movement. Don't let nobody fool you. Without you, we are nobody. If you don't do it, we are done. How many accounts will I be able to open? To go on like page. So that is to say, you are very, very important. Don't let nobody bamboozle you. I appreciate it and every one of you. Where you go before and you fail, the hand of God. The hand of God will touch you in the mighty name of Jesus. God bless you, God bless you. Second semester continue today. It's Almighty God. We will get there by the grace of God. There's nothing God cannot do. There's nothing God can. He said, although weeping may tarry through the night. He said, the joy that cometh in the morning, it will come and we will succeed it.
You are worthy to receive all the praise for you.
For those of you that are watching, I'm broadcasting from here.
The song that I sing,
I am from here. We have created awareness here. The president and founder is from here.
There is no impossibility with you.
Junto podemos.
I can move the mountain.
Together we can make it.
We'll surely come to pass.
Amos 3:3. He said, can two work together? I said they agree. No, they cannot work.
Oh, unchangeable.
This Comrade Newton, we need to work Air Force One. Thank you and God bless you. They not respect to you. For those of you that pass back today, God will bless you. God will bless you. Your destiny is undecodable.
Unchangeable.
Please like our page, please. Like our page, please. Like our page. Like our page. God bless you. We will make it. Together we can do it. It's not a fight for one person. We cannot leave this fight for our children. We need to fight it because our children, they are not buffalo soldiers. They cannot fight it. We need to create down a good society for them to come in. Thank you and God bless you everyone. Generation, not even generation to come. It's going to happen in this century. Guna, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. God bless you, God bless you. Take care of much todo. Au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir. Thank you everyone. Buenas noches. I love you with the love of God. Like our page. As we do that, God will bless you mightily in Jesus' name. Amen.